Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Daniel.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Dini Zakirin bin Alzam. I'm from group Tba1143C. My matrix number is 2020494872.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Ahmad Hakimi bin Nazruddin. I am from TBA1143C.
Hello, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Haikal Dizikri bin Nur Azmi. My number matrix is 2020893812.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Naimuddin Irsyad bin Nur.
We'll talk about limit down and limit up. When the share price in the counter of Bursa Malaysia moving up or moving down by 30% in a single trading session, it will be automatically suspended. An increase in the stock market price of more than 30% compared to the last stock market closing price will cause a limit up. A decrease in the stock market price of more than 30% compared to the last stock market closing price will cause a limit down. Next is designated securities. Bursa Malaysia can declare any list counter as a designated securities. If there any manipulation or any speculative that seem excessive, several conditions can be put by Bursa Malaysia on counters that have been declared as designated securities. And the condition is impose a margin of cover on all dealings in the counter. 2. Restrict dealing in the counter to immediate or from bargain. 3. Restrict a stockbroking firm trade in the counter such the outstanding contracts of the firm at any one time do not exceed 5% of the paid up the capital of the company or such other percentage the Bursa Malaysia may prescribe. 4. Prohibit any sale on the counter unless the seller delivers the share script together with the duly executed transfer form at the time of entering into sale contract.
Now I will be sharing to you about the offenses in dealing securities market. Okay, firstly, I will talk about issuing false or misleading statement. This means a person try to create a statement which is likely false or misleading information that can affect the stock price, and they will share the statement to the public. For example, Ali create a statement where the company will make a big project in the next month. So many investors will buy the company's share, and this will result the stock price to be raised. But in the near future, there were nothing to happen. This means a false or misleading statement has been shared to the public. Second is fraudulent inducement to deal in securities. This happened when an investor purchased or sell the securities because of misleading statement or forecasting statement or dishonesty conceal material fact. The next one is insider trading. Insider trading happen when a person, whether an agent or an employee of any organization with knowledge of relevant information, regarding the company that will affect the price of the company's securities if it made to public. These offences is prohibited because it will interfere in fairness and transparency in the marketplace. It will interfere in market integrity, interfere in corporate disclosure and good corporate governance. Alright, that's all.
So today I'm going to talk about some subtopics of chapter 8, which is securities offenses. So the first subtopic that I'm going to talk about today is short selling. Short selling is an investment or trading strategy that bets on a stock price to fall down. This is a very difficult strategy that should only be attempted by experienced traders and investors. This is a very high risk technique for everyone because it does not guarantee profit. This is because there is always a chance that the stock price may rise. This will result in the short seller to buy the stock at a higher price. As a result from this, they will suffer loss rather than gain. The next subtopic that I'm going to discuss is market manipulation. The act of intentionally inflating or deflating the price of a stock in the market or affecting the behavior of the market for personal gain is called market manipulation. In some cases, the manipulation of the market is prohibited, but it is hard for the authorities to recognize it. Placing hundreds of orders at a lower price than the market price is one of the approach to deflate the price of an asset. As a result from this, investors will believe that there is a problem within the company, so they will sell their stocks, and this will drive the price of the stock to go even lower. The next subtopic that I'm going to discuss with you guys is false market and market rigging. When prices are manipulated and influenced by inaccurate information, false market will appear. This will prevent an efficient price negotiation. This is because the true value of the market is clouded by misinformation. The health and the success of financial markets can be determined by the accuracy of the information that are being spread. Falsified financial statements, inaccurate media reporting, and misrepresentation of business activity and other factors will all contribute to a false market.
Today I will discuss about corner. Corner is an act, one of identity, obtaining a controlling interest of a business, stock, commodity, or other security. Due to the relatively small capitalization for some counters on the local stock market, individuals or groups who possess a substantial amount of fund can exert control over the price of these counters through their manipulative activities. In this situation, it means that this group tends to use their excess money to do manipulation. A corner situation is created in counter when an individual or group buys up large amount of the stock such that they can control and manipulate the price of the share in the market. Next, we will talk about how a corner works. These market manipulators will lend the share scripts to short sellers and then withdraw the script so that the short sellers are forced to buy them at the price detected, as they are not able to get the script from the market. In the event of a corner arising in any listed counter, or should Bursa Malaysia consider that a single interest or group has acquired control of a listed counter such that the share script cannot be obtained for delivery on exciting contracts, except at price and on term dictated by the party manipulating the shares. The Bursa Malaysia may, after consulting with the Securities Commission, declare that a corner exists in the said counter. In such circumstances, the Bursa Malaysia is empowered to, first, postpone the date of delivery of the share scrips. Second, further postpone the date of delivery of the share scrips. And lastly, declare that if the share scrips are still not delivered on any contract should be settled not by delivery but by payment of the difference between the buying or selling price. Okay, next we will talk about penalties for contravention. Penalty for contravention under the provision of the Securities Industry Act. A person who commit an offence involving improper dealing in securities will be liable on conviction to maximum fine of Rm 1 million ringgit or 10 years imprisonment or both. Thank you.
Today I want to explain about Bursa Compensation Funds. Bursa Compensation Fund is established and maintained by Bursa pursuant to the Securities Industry Act 1983 and is applied for compensating persons suffering loss in the circumstance. Next, eligibility. Person who have suffered monetary loss as envisaged under Section 72 of CR because of defalcation or fraudulent misuse of money or other property by a director, officer, employee or representative of licensed stockbroking company. Second, insolvency of the stockbroking company. Claim process. As prescribed by the Securities Industry Compensation Funds Regulation 1997, the regulations, claimants submit claim in writing or statement of claim published. Together with the Regulation 5 notice, Compensation Fund panel of inquiry deliberate on the claim. Claimant receive notification from Bursa on status of claim. If dissatisfied, claimant must appeal with 1 month to the Securities Commission. And the last one, claimant collect check if claim successful. Next, limit of claim. Rm 100,000 per claim and no limit per stockbroking company. Next, cut-off date for submission of claims. First, on or before the date specific in the Regulation 5 notice not being early than 3 months after publication of the said notice. Next, within 6 months from the date claimant before first aware as prescribed by the regulation.